Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. We're doing our daily uranium market update. Right when you think you're going to break or break down or do whatever, it puts a point right at the tip of almost all of these patterns. It is like right at the tip. So we're at this decision point. Are we going to go higher or are we going to go lower? And again, we can bounce along this resistance line for a while. But what I think is going to happen whenever you come to a point, it either breaks up or we're going to get a pullback. How big the pullback is, not exactly sure. Usually it's the size of the entrance point of the ascending wedge. We've had some break to the upside already. So are they the leaders? Are we going to break or are they going to pull on back? I can't tell you the exact answer here, but we can look at it, we can watch it, and I'll let you know kind of what my opinion is here. So this is my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. Let's have the charts do the talking here. Physical uranium. What are we doing? We went vertical, and then it's like a fish on dry land flopping around all over the place afterwards as we consolidate after that big move. Eventually, we'll work our way out here and break probably to the upside. I don't see why we wouldn't break to the upside. We are still below the cost curves of many potential developers. So it looks good, looks okay. Here's URNM on a weekly candlestick basis. Each candlestick is a week, and we're right at the resistance line. We're cut in half right here. Are we going to move up, or are we going to break on down and pull back? Let's go to the dailies and get a little bit more definition here. Now, if you draw the line on a daily through here, we've already broken to the upside. So that's good. Now, we've broken this line here as well going across, so that's also good. So we could see a little bit of a pullback tomorrow, maybe. Or maybe the money trucks show up and start dumping money into the sector again. So we'll watch it, but usually on black candlesticks, they usually have a little down day, kind of like this going next to them. So we could see a little down day tomorrow. That's probably my highest probability guess. And we want it to go down less than this support line going underneath it, about $97. We don't want to go below 97-ish. Now here's Camco. We're like venturing right in the corner of this ascending wedge type pattern. Usually ascending wedges break to the downside, but we're already broken up to the upside for URNM. So this is probably just going to follow what the sector does. If money flows in here, I don't see why it wouldn't break to the upside. And we also have NXC doing the same thing on an ascending wedge. I didn't draw the bottom pattern of it here, but we're right up in the corner. It's going to break one way or the other, up or down. And fission, right when you think you're at the tip of the corner, you put another day right at the tip of the corner. I mean, we're right up, driven right into the tip of this thing. So I'm looking for a break higher, but I don't run these markets. I don't have that much money. But let's see what tomorrow has in store. And Sky Harbor's doing the same thing. It's right at the tip of the corner. Canalaska, you can see we came up to this point here where we jammed up to the corner here and we broke to the downside on this previous pressure point, and we had a pullback. We're taking another run at it. We're hitting this resistance line, trying to break through it. This resistance is strong. So we'll see tomorrow what happens. Standard Uranium had a little bit of a blowout here, guys. Changed the diapers because the blowout was kind of to the downside. A lot of volume. We're still above the trend line, which is now support line, so it doesn't look horrible. We're still intact, even after the blowout. Here's Fission 3.0, still looking okay. Got a little bit, some sellers up here, run into a little bit of resistance. We could pull back a little bit. Still be okay even if we pull back. Here's Baseload's cup. So we had the lead in, the cup, and the handle pattern. We're right there at the top. I'd like to see this thing break to the upside and have a very large move. Hopefully they release some news or something as a catalyst. ISO Energy still acting actually pretty strong, 2.17% up, right there kind of at its high. Let's see if we break. Sometimes we might put in a cup and then a little handle here. That's sometimes happens. UEX, again, we've got the lows stepping up into this resistance line right above it at 42, 43 cents. Asian Court broke out of its little pattern here, moving to the upside, looks good. Denison Mines peeking its head out, doing, I call this the turtle head, where it peeks its head out of the pattern. Let's see if it can stay up here and hold. Energy Fuels breaking to the upside of its pattern. It's resistance, so it looks good. And UEC is looking good. We might see a back test, retest of this. So don't throw that out of the cards. We do have a black candlestick. Momentum's coming back down. Maybe we do a little retest here. And then head higher. URG trying to break into new 52-week high territory. Had a little bit of trouble today. Pulled back a little bit. UROY coming to the tip. I mean, everybody's playing this game of just going to the tip here. And let's see if we can break. It's going to break either up or down here tomorrow, probably. Encore Energy also trying to break out of its pattern. It's still right there at the top of the pattern, but looking good. Pierpoint doing the same thing. Not too much to say. Bannerman's still looking good. It's got some, it's still moving in the upward direction. Higher lows still coming through. Looks good. Deep Yellow looking okay. 4% update, breaking out of the top side of this pattern. Let's see if we can get momentum to the upside. We are above a lot of we have a lot of support underneath this at 75 cents. Forcis. May the Forcis be with you. It's right trying to break out of here. It is stuck at $1.06, I believe. A lot of resistance there, but we've got the support coming underneath, riding it higher. So I'm hoping for a break here any second to the upside, hopefully. Goviak's in the same position. It's right there at this resistance line. Global Atomic doing the same thing. They're all just going straight to the tip of this, right out there on that tip, trying to break. And International Consolidated Uranium, same thing. We're all going to the tip. Here's Kazatomprom going to its tip. Gosh, of these ascending triangles. And usually they break to the downside, guys. So don't be surprised if this breaks to the downside. But if we break to the upside, maybe we continue on up. Centrus doing what it does best, go up a lot. Today a little bit of a down day, but this trend line is super strong, the trend. Lightbridge running through the shorts. It's got a short squeeze going on from a little under $5 to $14 in no time. Peninsula Energy, yeah, it's against resistance. It's trying to break, just like all the others. Boss Energy right at its tip, because remember, this ends down. It's right on the trend, the resistance lines where that price is at. It's right at the tip. Lotus Resources looking good. Nice, good 5.73% update. Good, strong closing. That one looks really good. Anfield still struggling, going sideways. The volume stepping up. That looks good. We've got Paladin Energy. Man, it's like this resistance. We come up to this line. We try to break through it, and it just doesn't want to finish strong. Western Uranium going to its tip. Right, going to the tip here before the break. So we're right at a decision point. I mean, that's where we're at. We're either going to break to the upside or we could see a pullback. I can't tell you what it is. I don't see a clear break on most of these because the majority of the sector is right at the tip of all of its patterns. We've had a couple break to the upside. Are they the leaders? Maybe. We got to see what tomorrow has in store for us. If we break to the upside, we're probably going to see further upside. If we break to the downside, we're going to see a pullback consolidation period. So that's what's to expect. Am I going to do anything with my shares? No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to sit in them. I'm going to watch this thing play out. If it pulls back, I get to buy some more shares. If we break, we could see some fireworks in the portfolio where our account values go up. Does it matter which one it does? It doesn't matter to me. If it goes up, I'll feel good because it's like, yeah, my account's going up. If it goes back and pulls back, I get cheaper shares. I can cost average in a little bit. So I look at it from that perspective. It's a win-win. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.